All right, welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on a quick fix to a problem that anybody with over 1,000 furniture is probably looking at right now. We have the Graaloween or Graaloween or Halloween celebration is upon us. We got candy ghosts and all kinds of stuff going on. The big release is going to be that Deadwood is coming out soon, Club Crypt, and all the other assorted stores and event stuff. And I've got way too much furniture to be purchasing anything right now. So I need to build and fast. The idea here is that I'm going to be building a like a tavern or a bar. It's going to be inside the cave in my guild house for now. I want to get as much furniture out of my inventory as possible, so let's get started. I've laid out a bunch of the items here that I'm going to be working with. Particularly, I got a couple of risky moves. I've got this larger candy cane couch. This is a Christmas gift item, and I've got this old brick fireplace. This was from, I think it was Fairy Tale Nexus with the Big Bad Wolf and the Three Little Pigs. Okay, so I'm going to position these larger objects first. I've got a bunch of smaller stuff too. I got the mid-size, like a stove and a couple of ovens and some bar tables and stuff. But I've also got a assortment of smaller stuff that's decorative as well. Okay, so I'm going to imagine my bar is going to be up in this section up here. I'm going to have some seating, and I'm going to have probably a fireplace. The fireplace I'm going to keep up on this side here. Excuse me, up on this side here. I think it's going to look nice. Also, it's going to get rid of some of this this background. Like it's got this weird kind of. It's not really perfectly lined up, this wall. So I'm going to keep it up here. Oh, Private Vin has entered my house. Cool. Thanks, Vin. I'm going to keep the oven and the stoves in this direction up here. And my bar tables are going to do the same thing. So my bar tables are going to come over on this side. I'm probably going to try and keep it a little bit distant so there's some space inside there. I know that some players like to hop in behind the bar, have a little look back there, especially because I'm going to be throwing some interactive furniture. People are going to want to go and check that out too when they walk through the guild house. These ovens, or these stoves rather, I'm going to keep them on the far side. And all of these are just base layer. These guys are all layer 1, I think, right now. I will be changing these guys to layer 0. The stove pieces work well at layer 0. And because there's this lip along here, I think I'm going to try and capitalize on that being there and keep these one space or one unit in. I think I need to move my bar a little bit further out because I want to use these Aska lamps to kind of frame the bar section and create a little bit of an effect where it's like the section where you order. I'm going to flip this palm tree to the other side, and I'm going to place this candy cane couch next here. Rotate that guy a couple times, see if I can get a nice pattern on there. Yeah, I think that's the one. And I'm going to slip this into the corner over here, as far over as I can get it. I really don't want to take up too much room, but I do want to use it. I like the kind of perspective on this couch. Some of the other L-shaped couch objects, they're not really well done. This one has a little bit better, I don't know, maybe it's the shading, maybe it's the fact that it's two-toned. Something about it just appeals to me in a way that the other ones do not. Okay, so can I slip around over there? Can I slide in there and sit? Oh yeah, looks good to me. Cool. So I'm kind of making use of area that like normally I wouldn't, hiding it behind this wall in the front. And that's really just in the cave areas that you'd want to be doing that. Okay, so up here I'm going to take these smaller bar tables. I got a couple of those guys. And I've had these same bar tables and small bar tables for probably 8 years, 9 years now. I buy a few, I use them, I reuse them, I change it around. That's kind of the way that it is with all of the base furniture, the stuff that you can buy any old time of year. Buy a few, use them when you feel like it. If it's something that you've completely replaced, for instance, for me, tables. I don't have any standard base tables anymore. I have all fancy, funky, like the treasure table, I have a bunch. And the wicker table, I bought 4 wicker tables at one point. I don't use the base table anymore. It's outgrown. I've outgrown it. Okay, so I'm going to hop up here. I'm going to move my bar table out a little bit more. I want to line up the bar table with the wall. I also want to make sure that my ovens are going to fit in there. So I'm going to try and sneak this guy in, see if it fits nicely with one space in between. I would like to have those right up flush. I got a little bar sign. Keep the bar sign up at the top of the bar. And this guy I'm going to pull up. So the small bar table is at layer 0, and I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to keep that one at 1. I'm going to put this oven or this stove back to layer 0. It can sit at 0, but there's a reason that I want to keep my small bar tables at layer 1, and I'll show you why in a minute. My next thing is I'm going to move these bars. This is a bar table, normal size bar table. I'm going to rotate it and keep it right in the middle here, so I can line up the smaller bar table along the edge of it. Okay, and this one should be layer 1. Great, looks good. Okay, so now you can see I've got a guide on where I need to have my bar at the top here. It's going to have to be in this parallel to the ovens on the other side, but at this distance here. Let's get those streamers out of the way. Oh, let's get my player out of the way. Hop out of the way there. As you can see, I've uploaded my my head from my previous art episode there, the pixel art. Pretty happy with how that turned out. Yeah, would definitely recommend everybody getting their heads in, or their shields or bodies or whatever you're uploading. If you have Halloween submissions, get them in fast. The deadlines sneak up on you for sure, and you never know when they're going to stop the 50% off. It could be any day. Okay, so I'm taking these guys over. Probably should have thought about it and placed this stuff off on the side, but at least it's all placed. I don't have to duplicate 100,000 things while you guys are watching. That's okay. Okay, so I'm keeping these over here. These are Valentine's Day streamers. I like them. They got a little bit of flashy lights. I don't know if you can buy them anymore. They're pretty old. You can see that they're in the old style. They got little black outlines and stuff going on. Some of these other items you can get currently. So these are topiary trees. I think they come up at the blooming botany. These are also sakura tree here. Sakura? Sour cherry, I think. Ornamental cherry. So these are cute too. I like the petals on there. They're pretty. Look nice in the pub. I'm going to use these beach umbrellas for sure. Give them that kitschy look. It kind of matches with the Cinco de Mayo streamers there. These beach umbrellas you can get at the VIP Oasis. They're available all year round. Okay. The next big movement here is going to be these Aska lamps. These ones you can get at Delta Garden Shop, and I'm going to use them to frame my bar. So here's the bar table. The small bar table is at layer 1, and I really want this Aska lamp to be at layer 1 as well. So in order for the Aska lamp to appear underneath or behind, like it's showing up behind my small bar table, in order to do that, the small bar table has to be at layer 1. I'm also probably going to shove my stove up a little bit. I think that's going to look okay there. And I might want to throw a barrel or something in behind this guy here, but we'll cross that bridge later. Okay, I could even use a strange brick maybe. That might be the way to go. Okay, so I'm going to take these Aska lamps. Sometimes you have to rotate it multiple times to get it to actually turn. I'm going to keep them as far apart as I can without them interfering with the other furniture, and keep them right at the edge of this as far as possible. Let's just make sure that they're lined up properly before I do the next bit here. Looking good. Okay, so they're sitting here like this. Now the objective is to make it kind of like a streamer or something where you can see that there's stuff hanging above them. I'm going to move these trees back out of the way here. These little sakura trees. They're probably going to go near the entrance, I think. I've never tried these Cinco de Mayo streamers on this particularly. I think they're going to work out nicely though. So I'm going to put them at layer 2. And I'm going to try and play with the location of it. So if you look at it, it has an interesting length on these guys, and it works in all kinds of different ways. So I'm going to keep one across this way, and I'm going to keep the other one across the other way, see if I can jimmy it in such a way where it's going to look nice. They're both layer 2. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. And then I'm also going to take these guys here, and I'm going to put these at layer 3. And 9 times out of 10, I will say never use layer 3 for anything. This is the exception to that. When we have objects that we want to really, really highlight or show up, these guys are like little flashy lights. I really want the little flashy lights to show up, so I'm going to keep them at layer 3. And let's make sure they're lined up nicely. A little bit over there. Cool. I could potentially keep the Cinco de Mayo streamers at layer 3 as well, but they will probably blot out the little Valentine's Day streamers. I do have another Christmas streamer that I might use as well, but I'm going to turn these lamps off. Reason being, they're drawing attention away from my streamer lights, and they still are going to look cool. They look kind of like, it almost looks like a mine-themed pub or something, minus the plants. There are quite a few plants in here, but you know, the fact that it's in a cave, they've got the big old fireplace, there's, you know, a bunch of stuff going on. These Aska lamps look kind of like mine tunnel supports. I don't know, could be. Okay, I'm now going to look up my Christmas streamers, so I'm going to look up for Christmas, or Christ. And I have these really, really old, flashy Christmas streamers. Oh. Christmas stocking? No. Christmas streamers. I think this is the one here. No, this is white and red. So those ones are kind of cool too, but they are pretty Christmassy. These ones here, the little Christmas lights. I'm going to keep those right in the middle of my my Aska lamp. So see what we've got here is going to be an interactive kind of a session, or a section rather, where players can go in and stand in the bar. And actually, you know what, let's make sure that this is going to line up properly. 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure that this one's centered. To do that, I'm going to come down here and see what my, okay. So it has to go over 1/2 increment to make that centered in there. So I'm going to use my grid move or my shift move. I'm going to move it over 1 to the right. And then I'm going to grab my Valentine's Day streamers and line them up on the ends of those Christmas ones. Basically, I'm creating a little bit of a light show here. And the reason I'm keeping them at layer 3 is so that they show up, but I'm going to do one more thing with lighting, which is going to make a difference in a hurry. Oh, that doesn't look like it's lining up quite as nicely as the other one. Does it have to be a half? Oh, it does. It's a half increment, that's why. Oh, but this one is over so far. I don't know what's happened here. Okay, maybe that one needs to be somewhere else. Maybe we'll keep this one right 1. Shift it over 1 to the right. Keep this guy over 1 to the right as well. Let's see how it works. Oh, I see what it is. It's that these Valentine streamers have no proper lineup. Like, they're not the right number of pixels across to line up with everything. Okay, so this guy, I'll just shift this one over 1/2 an increment and it'll look good. Now it's nice and symmetrical. Great. So in the caves, particularly on mobile, it is a little bit dark and dingy. I have these bone cauldrons here that are creating that smoke effect. But this is a relatively dark level. If you use any stationary firework object, so there are several. I'm going to use the Yin Yang fireworks. However, there are New Year's fireworks that you can use as well. I think there's a newer, more recent firework that would probably do the same thing, basically these firework objects, they shoot up a firework into the sky that explodes, and in this particular cave level, it will reset the lighting effect, and basically it will make it a light room instead of a dark room. So it doesn't really do much in the on the PC. I'm on the PC right now, but if you're playing on mobile, it will make a huge difference. Okay, so this one exploded. Oh, there it goes. It just took too much time, that's all. So it makes the room bright. And on mobile, like, you can't really see anything in here, and you really need to like use your lantern to walk around. So it's a big difference. It makes a huge difference that you can easily walk around and you can see everything properly when the fireworks gone off in there. Okay, so I'm using this Aska lamp kind of for a dual purpose. One is to create that kind of mining look to it. The other is as a kind of a portal in through the side of the bar into the section where, you know, somebody who's a cook or a server or whatever would be doing their work. Okay. Next, I'm thinking I might take out these topiary trees. I wanted to have them in there kind of to fill up some empty space, maybe in the back, like up here. But I don't think they're going with the theme of the rest of the furniture that I've got in here, and I can probably use these bars that I've got here, these bar objects. These ones are going to look a little bit better and a little bit more suited to the theme of the place. Okay, I'm going to keep my bar sign at the end of the bar and see if it lines up properly, which it does. And I'm going to shift this guy over a couple. So this stove is interactive. I can walk up to it and you can grab it, and when you grab it, it lights up. An interesting thing about that, any lighting effects that you see that are similar to this, they're impacting layer 0. So if I make this guy on layer 0, he'll appear underneath that lighting effect, whereas if I put it at layer 1, it will appear above it. So it really depends on the effect that you're going for, what you want to do with it. Can I even select that topiary tree? I think I've done it to myself, guys. Yeah, I've piled like 5 different things on top of this topiary tree, and I don't know if I can select it now. I wish it was just visual. I wish you could just select by whatever it was that was showing up under the mouse, but there's all hitboxes and all kinds of stuff going on in there. Okay. Cool. Well, I will not force you guys to watch me try and scrabble around and get the chair out, or the tree, but I'm going to put the bar up here for sure. How about right there? I think that looks like a good spot, and we'll get its friend and line it up right behind. I'm trying here to kind of elongate the feeling of the room. So because this wall is showing up, it shows up in a kind of, it's got that appearance where it's cutting off some of the space of the room and gives it a weird effect. So if I try and cover that up a little bit, it will make the room feel a little bit longer. I don't really like it right there. And keep it up. The other trick I could do is keep a carpet. If I keep a carpet or some kind of a flooring tile there, it will in effect, it'll make the same thing happen where basically I'm erasing or moving the wall or the edge of the wall, so it looks like the room is a little bit wider or taller or something, depending on how you look at it. Okay, so next part, I've got these little barrels. I'm going to throw one barrel up by here, again, to get rid of that wall. And I think it's time to make this guy layer 1, but I don't really want to. So let's see if I can keep this guy layer 0 and get away with it. I can, look at that, it does, awesome. I thought it was going to slip underneath the wall there, but it looks pretty good. I'm going to do one more and keep it down at the bottom here, above the Aska lamp. So if this shows up underneath the Aska lamp, it's going to cover up the end of it. But if I keep it just up there, above the lowest XY location on the Aska lamp, then it'll look really good. Cool, okay, I'm happy with that. The next part I need to do is get some chairs in here around my pub. It's going to look like Regular watering hole here. And again, my favorite for that is actually Christmas chairs. Oh, Chahai. There we go, CHA. And I have, I think there's 2 or 3 kinds of Christmas chairs that I got here. I got 2. So there's a gift chair, and then there's these ones. These ones look like, Irish pub chairs. They look really cool. So I like using these ones. They look cushy and comfortable. So I throw a few of these around, and it will look a little bit like a pub. One, two. I'm gonna put 4 on this side, and then 4 up the other side on the actual side over here as well. Keeping those guys a little symmetrical. Does it need to be so far spaced? I don't think so. I think I can get away with it doing this way. I had two units in the middle here, and it was looking a little funny with 1 on either side. Sometimes I will do 1 in the middle as well. But in this scenario, I think I can get away with keeping them fully spaced. Okay, I'm gonna walk away from that so I stop selecting my player. And set up some more chairs on the side here. So I can do the same thing over here, but I'm actually going to give it the illusion of depth. And I'm going to give it a half increment between each chair. Especially because my distance to the upper wall is limited here. I'm going to try and capitalize on the space that I do have and give it the impression that there's more space between them than there is, just because of the way that it's laid out. And this last one, you can't really fully sit on that chair. It's actually up in the wall, but the appearance of it is such that it looks like you can. That's again one of those things. Nobody's really going to go up and sit in that chair, but the illusion is there that you could if you wanted to. So it makes it appear, proper. Looks cool, especially with the lip of the bar like that. You can see that there's a little bit of lip at the bottom here too. So it looks like that's right in perfect position there. I was looking at this just now, and I think I can get away with keeping these sakura trees over top of these little fireworks. The fireworks like to be any layer, which means you can hide them. I'll keep it at layer 0. Sakura tree is going to be layer 1. I'm going to sneak it down. Maybe, I don't know. Should the palm tree be up or should the sakura tree be up? I like the palm tree up. Let's keep it like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side here. It's starting to look like a little homey hole in the wall there. Okay, this guy's going to layer 0. And this one's going to go over top of it. Right at the same layer. We're going to keep it the same layer as this one here. Or the same XY position as this one over here. Okay, I'm going to take the beach umbrellas. I'm going to use 1 up here. This red one is a good candidate to go up behind the bar up here. Give it a little bit more depth still. I'm going to keep this one over by the... Actually, no, you know what? Let's throw a splash of purple over there because we got the green already covered. Let's throw this guy under the palm tree. Shift it up so it's just properly underneath that leaf there. And then this one I'm going to keep, let's see, we'll keep it up under the... no, that's not a good spot. I think I need to get a little end table over here. Okay, these topiary trees are out of the way. They're gone. Gone. Get out of here, trees. Get out of here, you bother me. There we go. Let's see. So what does this seating need? It needs a carpet, needs a table, and a little side table up at the top there so we can hide our beach umbrella point underneath it. Okay, so let's look for carpet, C-A-R. Oh, if the search lets me search. Carpet. I don't think I have any carp, but we'll give it carpet a shot, see what comes up. No furniture found for carp. Okay, then we're going to go for rug. Rug. There we go. Oh, lots of rugs. Okay, so I have leaf rug, Nexus rug, St. Patrick's rug, honeycomb rug. I like the honeycomb rug. Doesn't really fit the theme here. This one, I don't mind the color, but it's got that face on it. If it was like a rug pattern, I would feel better about it. But let's give it a shot. Let's see what it looks like. I will also pull out a turtle rug, give that a shot, and this Nexus rug too. I like the Nexus rug a lot. It's my go-to, but I like using it in my house more than my guild house cave room. Ooh, I like that though. Okay, so turtle rug is a good contender. I got a few of those too. It's got that beachy theme to it. I think it's probably the best one. We got this candy rug. Looks like you'd see something like this on like a wall behind a DJ. No, not going for it. Maybe in my booth. I've got a little streamer booth at my house. Oh, you know what? Maybe this one. Let's do this one, and I'm gonna keep the Nexus rug here, and I'm gonna keep the table just partially on top of the rug, so it's gonna look real nice. Really nice. Okay. And now I need to find my end table, which is I think a modern coffee table if I still have it. Let's just look up table and see what we get, because we can throw down a couple of tables at the same time. Okay, so I have Goose Table, Magic Table, Halloween, Candy Table. Tempting because it's Halloween. Rainbow Cloud Table, this. Tea Room Table is pretty good. Let's throw that in. And I was looking for a modern coffee table, but it's not there. Poor table pool. Not quite what I was looking for, but thanks, guys. Ooh, that one's cool too. It actually matches with these ones, with these chairs here. It looks really nice with these chairs. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to keep that one. And the other thing I'm gonna do is get a barrel. So instead of the table, I'm gonna look for a barrel and put a barrel behind the couch. I only have a silver barrel left. Well, when in doubt, throw a brick. But I have a box as well. Not bricks. Strange bricks, why not? $53 strange bricks. Not gonna notice a couple missing. And I think it'll do justice to the corner over there. Okay. So I'm gonna throw this table right in the middle. Basically, I'm trying to space it. I want to have 2 units on this side so I can walk into the couch, and 2 units on that side so I can walk out the other side. I think I have to bring it up one more on the bottom. I'll test that and walk through just to make sure. Looking good. Oh, and it's actually too tall on the bottom, so I'll keep it one down for a minute. And then I'm going to move this carpet so it lines up with that too. So the carpet ideally should be half and half, but it's not really going to look good that way, so I'm going to kind of lean it over into the right hand side a little bit. So I have 1 unit and 1 unit showing. Gonna get rid of this table and put my bricks up behind the couch there. I do kind of a sneaky thing with these maybe. Use a second brick, third brick even. Oh, is it gonna let me duplicate that brick? 5 years later. Okay, so there's another brick, and I'm gonna do a sneaky little one of these. So it looks like a little wall there. It adds some depth. Oh, and it's going to also allow me to hide the end of this umbrella really easily. And make it look really tall. which is kind of what I want. I want to have that feeling like the umbrella's sticking way out at the top there, that you got like a tiki bar thing going on here. And the gong, I'm not so hot on anymore. I'd like to put it on a wall, but it doesn't have a rotation to take the bottom off of it. Gone. The gong. It's gong now. Okay. And this one's gonna go up to the wall a little bit. Little bit. Right there. Put it layer 1, see if I can go back a little further and still have it show up. Yeah, I can. Oh, not to there, but to there. There you go. I think that's about it for now. Gonna want to get these guys out of here. Let's do that, and then you can have a look at the final product, plus a tree. You know, I really don't want to do this, but it's forcing me to. And then I'll have to reposition these and everything else. Oh, look. Oh, it let me do it right away. Great. Done. Done. Perfect. Okay. And I think I went a little farther than I intended to with the detail, but I'm pretty happy with the layout in here. It looks good for an initial set. So I have the bar, or the preparation area for food and drinks and stuff. It comes out into kind of a casual seating area, and then there's the main entry and exit over here with the fireplace and all. I think there's going to be some interesting additions here in the next setup. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you'll look forward to seeing what's coming next on the house build here, and ideally it should be done before the end of the month, so I can go and buy stuff as well. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I will see you next time.